Guys, right now, the best deal in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom oceanfront condo is right at the Coral Beach Resort. Now, I found a unit there, a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom that produced $41,000 in gross rental income, which translates to just a little bit over $18,000 in profit when purchased with cash. Now, currently on the market, there are 27 active 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom units right here at Coral Beach Resort. They range from as low as $119,000 to as much as $202,000. What this tells me, guys, is that this is a buyer's market at the Coral Beach Resort. When there are 27 listings, just the 1-bedroom, 1-bathrooms on the market, you can get in there and find a desperate buyer and talk them down and get a really, really solid deal. That's what you're looking for in our market. Currently, with condo inventory, there's over 7 months of supply on the market in the Myrtle Beach area. And when you find a resort that has that many listings on the market, it's an investor's dream. That's when you dig in and you find a desperate investor and you talk them down. Stay tuned, because in the rest of the video, man, we're talking about a lot of money in appreciation there if your unit was the one that sold at $185,000. That's as much as $90,240. Man, that's a lot of money in appreciation. We're talking about $9,000 a year over the past decade. Just this past week, I received a phone call, might have been a text message from a YouTube person getting in contact with me, just like the many people off YouTube, the many investors do. Reach out to me, guys. Don't be a stranger. Send me a text, shoot me an email, give me a call. He reached out to me, you know, within a few days, maybe 3 days, we had a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit under contract, $10,000 under the ask price. Yes, right now it's a buyer's market, and that means that you can win when it comes to investing in Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can enjoy and increase the passive income of your oceanfront condo through the 20 to 22 million tourists that visit the #2 vacation destination on the East Coast each year. Not only can you enjoy the equity paid for by visiting tourists, but you can also anticipate the over 100% appreciation experience at many of the oceanfront resorts in our market during the recent decade. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can depreciate them, reducing your overall tax burden, keeping more money for you and your loved ones, and ensuring unnecessary taxes aren't paid. Now, some 1-bedroom oceanfront units have appreciated as much as $10,026 and some change per year. Do you hear me, guys? That's 10 grand a year in appreciation. So not only are you bringing in $18,000 in profit if purchased with cash, but you could also be building a nest egg of as much as $10,000 per year in appreciation. Over the last 9 years, that's over $90,000 in appreciation. All right, so let's talk through a cash scenario purchase for a standard 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom here at the Coral Beach Resort. Now, the price we have on this unit was $109,900. That unit now is currently under contract. It did sell before I could get my client into it. Anyways, basically we're looking at a $41,000 gross rental income. The property management fee is 3%. That's using Airbnb. That brings you to a total of $1,230 for managing that unit or self-managing it on Airbnb at 3%. You're going to subtract that $1,230 from the $41,000 worth of gross rental income. That's going to drop you down to a subtotal of $39,770. Now, your HO6 insurance, we got you at $1,000. Your 2023 taxes were $2,761.21. Yes, you heard me correctly. That is not per month. That is the annual taxes for the unit in 2023. A lot of people from up north freak out about how cheap our taxes are. Yes, that's the annual taxes on this property. Now, Your cleaning services, we have you at $3,240. That's 27 cleanings at $120 per cleaning. That could be less, it could be more, it depends on your rental strategy. If you're doing 1 week rentals, it might be a little bit less. If you're doing 1 or 2 day rentals, you could have a lot of cleanings on your books. Again, I will point out, guys, if you are new to managing on Airbnb and you're just getting started, then you're going to want to get a lot of reviews very quickly. I would suggest initially that you have your rental set to 1 day and 2 day, very short rentals. That way you can get lots of reviews on your account. It's going to show well. People definitely read the reviews on your unit. So you want to get as many of those as possible when you're first taking over. So maybe that first 6 months, maybe even that first year, you're going to want to allow for those short stays, 1 day, 2 days, as where your competition's probably going to be allowing for a week or weekend stays, 3 day stays or longer, because you need to really get those reviews to build the trust with your incoming tourist. Now, guys, your annualized HOA dues were $15,576. That brings you to an operating expense total of $21,577.21. We're going to subtract that $21,577.21 from the $39,770 up top. That's going to leave you with a projected profitability of as much as $18,192.79. When you purchase with cash, we're talking 18 grand in profit. Now just wait until you see the appreciation on these units. You won't believe how much money you can make. All right, so let's talk through purchasing this same unit with financing. Again, you're at that $109,900 purchase price. We've got you at a 25% down payment, which is standard and typical on oceanfront condos. So you should expect to at least pay 25% down. I had a client recently ask me, they were told it was 50% down. No, it is 25% down. Now, all lenders don't write loans on oceanfront condos. In the finance world, they're actually called a condotel. So you have to have a lender that does do this kind of lending on these types of units. You cannot do conventional financing on an oceanfront condo. So if you want more information about that, get in contact with me. I'll be more than happy to take you to school on financing oceanfront condos. Either way, we have you at $27,475 for your down payment. That's 25% of the purchase price. Now, another quick caveat is these oceanfront condos that are around $100,000, like this one's $109,900, you really can't get financing for. You can't find a lender that will write you a loan under $100,000 for an oceanfront condo. So you pretty much have to buy these with cash. If you can find a lender, please let me know. I'd like to get in contact with them. But for our practical purposes, so you can understand just a little bit more about oceanfront condos, I have ran a financing scenario for you here. Again, when you pay that 25% down on a loan like that's only $109,900, it's going to bring your loan amount below the $100,000 threshold once you subtract that $27,000. So basically, a lender really won't write you a loan for it. So either way, for practical understanding and purposes, I've left on here the financing scenario. So let's finish through it. Your gross rental income is $41,000. Your property management fee is $1,230. We're going to subtract that from the 41, again giving us that $39,770. Your principal and interest, it does assume an 8.24% interest rate, which is pretty standard. It might be a little bit lower now that interest rates have dropped some, and it is going to also assume a 30-year loan. That's a principal of $8,772 principal and interest. And then your HO6 insurance, $1,000. Your taxes, $2,761.21. Your cleaning services, again, $3,240. That's 27 cleanings at $120 a cleaning. And then your annualized HOA dues bring you to $15,576. Guys, when you take the total operating expenses on this unit of $31,349.21 and subtract them from the $39,770 up top subtotal, it's going to leave you with a projected profitability of $8,420.79. So if you could finance one of these units, it would be one of those rare unicorns in our market that still produce a profit even after you pay out that principal and interest. So all in all, these one-bedroom units that are much cheaper, they're going to be primarily for cash buyers. It's important to understand that if you are a cash buyer, I believe it is an excellent deal and one of the best values on our beach, especially in Myrtle Beach. Now, this is what I'm getting really excited about, guys. I cannot wait to tell you about the appreciation on these one-bedroom units. If you would have purchased a one-bedroom unit back in 2014, you would have paid $94,760. You fast forward to 2023, that same unit is as much as $185,000. Guys, that is a lot of appreciation. Recently, we had two comps. We had one sell at $125. We had another sell at $185. Man, we're talking about a lot of money in appreciation there if your unit was the one that sold at $185,000. That's as much as $90,240. Man, that's a lot of money in appreciation. We're talking about $9,000 a year over the past decade. So kind of just work through this with me just a little bit here. Think about that. You're bringing in $9,000 a year in appreciation. You're also bringing in as much as, what was it, $18,000? $18,000. Let me pull my notes up here. $18,192.79. If you were to purchase this with cash, you're pulling in profit. So not only is it appreciating and you're building a nice nest egg, additionally, you're bringing in annual profits. You can also depreciate this unit and you can save on your vacation expenses. It sure sounds to me like Oceanfront Condos, especially in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, are a winner. Now, moving right along to depreciation, if we were to assume that the appraised value is the same as the purchase price here at $109,900, over 27.5 years, you can depreciate this $3,996.36 per year. Now, that's going to reduce your overall taxable income on this investment. Now, let's talk through the variance right here at Coral Beach Resort. Guys, I pulled up Unit 320, 2023, brought in $41,000 in gross rental income. That's our highest number on the board. Our Unit 206 brought in $34,972. Our Unit 230 brought in $42,000. That's our highest on the board. Our Unit 1214 brought in $38,872. Our Unit 214 brought in $35,000. These are all gross rental income numbers for 2023, guys. That gives you an average gross rental income of as much as $38,369. Man, that's some very close grouping. The difference between your largest gross rental income number and your smallest gross rental income number is only $6,000. What that tells me is this resort has a well operated machine. The operations are done very, very well. Consumers like it, guests like it. It's well maintained. The location is phenomenal because, in my opinion, I doubt that all of these, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, all of the demand here on this beach, all of these umbrellas and all these people that are renting this unit, I doubt that they just all chose Coral Beach Resort at the same time on the same year. What's happened is, in my opinion, the reason why the gross rental incomes are so close together, the groupings are so close together on these 5 random Oceanfront Condo gross rental incomes I pulled is because this resort is getting repeat business. They are getting year after year repeat business that is returning, and it's causing the gross rental incomes to consistently perform at this on-site resort. And once you walk through this unit, and of course you might have already seen it in this video, you're going to see why. I mean, it's a very elegant, it's a very nice. It is there's a Starbucks. The decor is nice. So this resort, in my opinion, is one of the best values that you can find in the Myrtle Beach market, because basically those close groupings, that smaller variance is an indicator that this resort is performing very well, and it has over time enough to help the rents kind of equalize across the board. And that's what you want to look for in an oceanfront condo investment in the Myrtle Beach market. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because this is the fastest growing area out of the 150 most populated areas in the entire United States for the last 3 years in a row, according to U.S. News and World Report. This helps to insulate our market from many of the ups and downs that the rest of our nation's real estate market experiences. This can help you have a more stable rental property. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because they have a tremendous upside when compared to money market accounts and the stock market, due to the appreciation they earn and the potential of higher annual yields through their gross rental income when compared to these other investments. Money market accounts and the stock market don't have the upside of added appreciation. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because while our prices have risen and have held their value, we're also much cheaper than other places like Florida. Where else can you go and find an oceanfront condo for as little as $100,000? If you're getting into the real estate game or expanding your current portfolio, the bang for your buck is sitting right on the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina oceanfront. Stay tuned, because in the rest of the video, now we are on one of the upper decks. This place is gigantic, by the way. Let's come over here real quick. See all the demand, guys? This is what I'm telling you about. See all the people? All these people renting these units. Now let's talk through some of the variants here. You know, in my opinion, any of these units here, these one-bedroom units, can bring in as much as $18,000 in profit. When there is a large variance, and when I say variance, what I mean, guys, is basically, you know, if I pull gross rental incomes for multiple oceanfront condo units at this resort, and we see one unit bringing in $40,000, hypothetically, and we see another unit bringing in $20,000, and there's a $20,000 difference between the two, that's a lot of variance. So generally, what I see when there's larger variance at oceanfront condo resorts in our market, it's due to absentee owners. It's due to those owners that really aren't proactively engaged in managing their units. They pick it up, they give it to a property manager, you know, they're not really into it. But then you have other owners that come and they're very actively engaged, they're super proactive, you know, they are managing it themselves, they're looking after all the details of it, and they're making bank with their rentals. So when I see a large variance, most of the time it's due to absentee owners. Now, you know, we see this kind of principle played out all the time in life. It's the Pareto principle. You know, 80% of the people are getting these average results, and then 20% of them are getting stellar results. I mean, if you were to hand, you know, 100 people $10,000 and ask them to all bring you a return, 20% of those people, they're going to knock it out of the park. The other 80, they're going to get those average or worse than average returns on that money. Well, that's the same thing here with oceanfront condos. When you go into a resort, you do see some larger variance at some of the resorts here. And in my opinion, in large part is due to absentee owners. Now, I will throw out there also, when you see the smaller variance, when you see that, you know, I've pulled, like, for example, I pulled a bunch of the variance here at Coral Beach, and it turned out that there was a very small, just a $6,000 variance here for these oceanfront condos. On the flip side of that, that very well could be attributed to the resort as a whole being run very, very well. Could mean you have a great HOA board. Could mean you have great and friendly staff at the reception area, providing excellent customer service. Could mean that the location is phenomenal. It's close to a lot of attractions. Could also mean that, you know, that they're well maintaining all of the on-site amenities at this resort. When you see that close grouping and you see that a lot of the units there are doing well, it's a very good indicator that this resort in particular is getting the repeat business it needs for those gross rental income numbers across multiple units to kind of equalize. And that's what we discovered here at the Coral Beach Resort. Now, you and I, we are about to walk through the Coral Beach Resort, and I'm going to show you the plethora of demand on site. I mean, there are guests everywhere. The pools, the lazy river, the beaches, you're walking through it, you're seeing people everywhere at this place. Now, I'm saying that because just yesterday I was on the phone with a lady that works here at the Coral Beach Resort. Her name is Ashley. And, you know, she was letting me know, we recently put a property under contract here for a client. The client was trying to get the unit, we were trying to get the unit booked for the client so we could have the property inspected. and so that he could come and see it himself and approve the unit, which many investors do, by the way. They get in contact with me, they put an offer in on a property contingent upon seeing it in person and approving it, so they get it off the market. Then they fly into town, see the unit, and approve or disapprove, most of the time approve, our units. So anyways, so he was doing that same exact process. Now, I'm on the phone with Ashley, he's on the phone, we're three-way calling the front desk, we're aiming at getting him booked in a unit, and she lets us know, hey, all of the oceanfront units are booked. They're completely sold out at this resort Friday, today. Now, you could book something maybe Saturday or Sunday. You know, we do have some things opening up over the rest of the weekend, but on Friday, you can't get in that room. I'm sorry. Then she went on to tell us that in order to really book and specify a particular unit, for example, the unit that he was putting under contract, you'd have to really wait until September, because, you know, after September is when things really slow down a little bit and you can request a unit. Until then, you cannot request a unit and get into it. You simply have to book a unit and they will put you in a unit, first come, first serve, because the demand is so high at Coral Beach Resort. And that's what you're looking for, guys. When you're investing in an oceanfront condo, you want to find a place where you cannot just call and get the unit that you want, because the on-site management, the staff has to prioritize and optimize the rental strategy so much that they have to put people in as they show up, first come, first serve. They're kind of playing Tetris with their rental booking system to make sure that they're optimizing the profit that the owners are getting for their oceanfront condos. That's what we found here at Coral Beach Resort, and that's what you want in your units. I wanted to stop the video real quick and give you just a really quick caveat, guys. This resort is going to be best for owners that want to buy an oceanfront condo unit and you don't want to self-manage. You want to hand it off to the on-site property management program. Now, in the video that I've got coming out next, you're going to see and understand exactly why that is. But for our purposes now, just know that this is going to work out very well for an investor that just wants to use the on-site property management company. You don't want to manage it yourself on Airbnb, then Coral Beach is going to be an excellent place to invest. Probably better than a lot of the other oceanfront condos in our market. But if you want to self-manage on Airbnb, then you are not going to want to use Coral Beach, because your clients, your guests, and even yourself, if you go off-site, you are not allowed to use any of the on-site amenities. So the bowling alley, some of the pools, the restaurants, everything at the resort is managed by key cards. You can't even get in the elevator if you don't have a key card to be able to scan and go up and down to the different floors in the rooms. You can't purchase something at the restaurant unless you have a key card. You can't purchase a drink at the bar. You cannot order drinks at the tiki bar. Everything is regulated through key cards. So it works very, very well for an investor that wants to use the on-site management program and pay up a 40% cut to on-site property management. That's not me, but there are some kind of, there are investors out there that really don't want to deal with the work and the hassle of having to manage a unit on their own. So if that's what you're looking for, then keep watching, because Coral Beach is exactly where you need to be. If you're interested in self-managing, you're probably going to want to check out the next video on the Caribbean Resort, where I bring Michael on site and we walk through the property. We go through a day together and get a property under contract. You'll probably enjoy that one. Now, what makes this resort so great? Well, guys, it probably has something to do with the 8-lane bowling alley, or the lazy river, or the multiple pools, or the gift shop, or the Starbucks, or all the great things that we're about to get in here and check out. So let's get in here and check it out. Let's get inside of the Coral Beach Resort, guys. We're right here in Myrtle Beach. Kind of take a look around a little bit. See, we are towards the south end. Now, some investors are concerned about the south end. They think that, it might not be the best place to invest. I hear that people ask me about the south end. Listen, let the gross rental income number on the unit do the talking. Let the variance and the close grouping and how well a lot of the units are just simply doing here at Coral Beach Resort do the talking. This is a financial investment. Now, if you plan on using it for lifestyle and stuff like that, I can understand. But guys, all of these people here, they feel safe. I would imagine, a lot of them. they've booked this place and they're enjoying it for their vacation. So don't be so concerned about is it in the north end, is it in the south end, where is it? Be concerned about the gross rental income. Seriously. All right, let's get in here. You're gonna see a really nice lobby. As you can see, you walk in. Beautiful fountain right in the middle. You have elevators to the left. You have pools and a deck out this door, but I'm gonna take you this way first. As you can see here, there's a Starbucks to our right here. To our left is the lobby. And there's your Starbucks right here on site at Coral Beach Resort. Hey. And you got families hanging out, doing their thing. Now we are on one of the upper decks. This place is gigantic, by the way. Let's come over here real quick. See all the demand, guys? This is what I'm telling you about. See all the people? All these people renting these units. Let's check this beach out. There's another deck. Let's just kind of look and see. You kind of get a little peek from up above. Did you see all the umbrellas along the beach? That's your demand, renting these oceanfront condos. Let's get a little peek of the building real quick. Let's see here. Guys, I enjoy doing this with y'all. I love it when investors call me off of YouTube. This is some of the best part of my day. Getting to show you guys these resorts, getting to work on these deals, and honestly, just having fun. Now, there's a pool through there, but I'm not going to take you in that way. First, we're going to finish checking out, and this is going to take a minute because this place is huge. We're going to check out the lazy river and the pools over this way. As you can see, you got your beach right over there and your lazy river right here. And it goes along on the side of the building over that way. This is a nice jacuzzi jet, maybe like a hot tub situation here, as you can see. It's a nice shaded area to sit. There is an excellent little outdoor tiki bar slash, might even be a cafe. Yeah, I think it is a cafe because they do serve food. The Coral Beach Resort Suites, as you can see here, nice little outdoor cafe. Super cool. You got your beach access right here, guys, which we'll hit up in a minute. And then you have another huge and gigantic pool. As you can see here, plenty of people all day long. Demand for your oceanfront condo units. Demand, demand, demand. We got another pool here on the side. Little kiddie pool. And you got some more kiddie fun stuff over here. It's super cool, guys. So there's plenty for the kids to do, as you can see. Now let's get inside and head to the indoor pool. Thank you. Got an indoor pool here, guys. As you can see, really nice. And another really cool little spot here, as you can see. Ping pong, gaming area. There we go, finally got through the door. Elevators, and then there is a nice breakfast right here every morning at 7 a.m. It's called Sea Level. We can't really get in there, but I'll give you just a little peek. Now guys, your HOA fee here is going to include electric in the common areas, water and sewer, trash pickup, elevator service, pool service, landscape, lawn, insurance, manager, security, legal and accounting, and common maintenance and repair. It's not going to include internet access, nor is it going to include electricity, so you would need to factor in those costs. So if you are self-managing your unit, then you want to click on the next video, because I'm going to tell you why you do not want to invest in Coral Beach Resort and take you over to the Caribbean.